I loved my boss. I never planned to love my boss, in fact. When I first joined the company, love was the last thing on my mind. I was focused on my career, my independence, and proving that I deserved my position. I told myself that work was work, and emotions had no place there, but life does not always follow the rules we set for it. When I met him for the first time, he seemed ordinary, professional, calm, and distant. He was known for being strict but fair. People respected him, but they also feared him a little. He spoke clearly, never raised his voice, and always expected the best from everyone. To me, he was just my boss, nothing more. At the beginning, our conversations were short and formal emails. Meetings, deadlines. I worked hard because I wanted to succeed, not because I wanted his approval, but slowly. Something began to change. He noticed my work not in a dramatic way, but in small moments. He remembered details. He asked thoughtful questions when I made mistakes. He corrected me without embarrassment when I succeeded. He acknowledged it sincerely. I began to feel seen not just as an employee, but as a person. Over time, our conversations became longer. Sometimes we talked after meetings when everyone else had left. We discussed ideas, projects, and goals occasionally. Our conversations moved beyond workbooks, life choices, and the pressure of responsibility. I learned that behind his professional image was a thoughtful, lonely man who carried more weight than he showed. That was when I realized something dangerous was happening. I found myself thinking about him outside of work. I noticed his smile, the way he listened, the patience in his voice. I started to care about his mood. If he looked tired, I worried. If he laughed, my day felt lighter. I told myself it was admiration, respect, gratitude, but deep inside, I knew the truth. The realization scared me. I knew the boundaries. I knew the risks. I knew how wrong it could be, not just professionally, but emotionally. I didn't want to be weak or foolish, so I tried to hide my feelings. I became more careful, more distant. I avoided eye contact. I kept my words short. But love does not disappear just because we ignore it. One evening, we worked late on an important project. The office was quiet, almost empty. The city lights shone through the windows, and the silence felt heavy. We talked, not as boss and employee, but as two tired humans sharing a moment of honesty. He thanked me for my dedication. He said I had changed the way he saw the team, and then he paused in that silence. I felt everything I had been holding back. He looked at me, not professionally, not formally, but gently, and in that moment, I knew he felt it too. He didn't say it. He didn't need to. Some emotions don't require words, but reality returned quickly. He stood up and reminded us both of who we were. He said that some feelings, no matter how real, must remain unspoken. He said he respected me too much to cross that line. His honesty hurt more than rejection would have, because it was kind and responsible. That night, I went home with a heavy heart. Loving my boss taught me something important. Love is not always about being together. Sometimes it is about choosing respect over desire, growth over comfort, and integrity over impulse. It is about understanding that not every love story is meant to be lived out loud eventually. I moved to another